Hi, my name is Kaylee.
Hi, my name's Autumn.
Hi, my name is Brian Robinson.
My name is Addie Bracey.
My name is Justine Gerber.
Hi, my name is Abby Stork.
Hi, I'm Jillian Soul.
Hi, my name is Anthony.
My name is Jordan.
My name is Courtney Bouchard.
I'm Svenja.
My name is Levi Yoder.
Hi, my name is Sarah Hernandez.
I'm Joe Corcione.
Hi y'all, I'm Rusty Johnson.
My name's Sarah Dyerly.
I'm Mike Quigley.
Hi, I'm Matt Biggin.
And I'm Nathan Rolson.
My name is Alicia Stevenson.
I'm Carter Stevenson.
I'm Thomas.
Hey guys, my name's Keely Hunninger.
Hi, my name is Daisy Martinez.
Hi, and I'm Marco.
Everyone I've met from being here today, walking past and seeing you, it's just a vibe. And no matter whenever you're out on trail, you're always going to meet some really, really good people. And it's just one big community. It's one big party, and I love it.
I love that they're so supportive. You know, I mean, nothing against the marathoners, but when you go to the start of a marathon race, everybody is staring at their watch. But at the start of a trail race, you can make small talk. And when you're out there, I've met some amazing people. Like I had cold hands at Bandera, and somebody gave me their Hot Pockets, and you know, they just help you out. I think the trail running community is just so awesome for that everybody's always there to help each other get to the finish line.
I just love showing people that we're capable of so much more than we think we are, and that's why ultras are so amazing, because I mean, people look at us and it's like, how do you do that? And I know you talk all the time, like we're just like normal people who just are, I'm just super stubborn and very persistent and just extremely goal-oriented, and just remind people that you can do anything that you set your mind to.
I think that piece, just the community, it feels really collaborative. It doesn't feel, it's competitive with each other, but it's more like we're lining up all knowing we're about to do something really hard together versus like racing each other really hard. At least that's how I feel. So yeah, people want to help you out and you're suffering together, and I think that's really cool.
So I think I loved it just because of how welcoming it was. The first trail race I went to, I made a friend, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I should keep going back.
I like the snacks.
There's a lot of walking involved, and everybody's really nice.
Yeah, coming from road races, like, it sounds really cliche, but the trail community is just so nice and helpful. Like, I've never been a part of any other like road race where if someone falls, like a road race, they just run past you. Trail race, everyone stops to make sure you're okay and offer you snacks.
Yeah.
You really like this? I really like the snacks.
I feel like the vibe is very accepting of everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a runner, a walker, it doesn't matter if you're one of the elites or if you're the last person, like no matter what, it's about the vibe. It's about what you bring as a person, how you have a really good time. I feel like everybody is it's just all good people, that either you just like the ground, this ground is better than the road, or you like looking at all the beautiful stuff that's out here. It's the experience. I think that's what's different.
The community is the best. You won't find a better community than trail runners. Everybody's kind, helps each other out, and takes time to talk to you. And that's what it's all about, the community.
I mean, the community in general, just the community, they lift you up. They don't let you quit. They don't let you stop. Even when you're injured or you're sick and can't run, they're still there for you. And you still go to the group runs and you support your friends who can run, and then they support you through the hard times, no matter what.
But people just seem to care, and it's friendly, and everyone seems to know each other, and I've just always loved it.
Yeah, I've been a club runner for 20 odd years now, and I only really got into trail stuff in the last 5 or 6, and I've gone from 3-hour marathon in a big city, everyone's looking at their watch, no one's talking to anybody, it's like one of the most antisocial experiences that you can have, to getting into trail races, short stuff, long stuff. It's such a social thing, and you might have realised we chat quite a lot. And when you're going to do a 2-hour climb, you just buddy up with somebody and you check in at the train and off you go together and swap life stories, talk about kit and adventures and
I've
your
heard
wife.
And things on the trails.
So yeah, super social, super friendly, super supportive.
I have found the endurance community is a lot more sort of accepting than maybe some of the faster road running events that I've done. Everyone seems to be willing to help everybody out. Everybody's happy for everybody, and that's what I enjoy about it.
You know, everyone is so opening and everyone has a different story that is really inspiring. I think we all come from a little bit of dark past and brought us to here, and we find out how strong we really are. And I think that's what's so motivating, is everybody has gone through these hurdles and we come out even stronger than we ever could realize. And I think it's really beautiful.
Oh, I love how supportive, exactly example today, but how supportive the ultra community is. Like, I'm rolling down my gear on this little hill, sandy hill, and Sally just comes up to me and starts helping. I turn around, I'm like, oh my God, Sally. So that's like, I love how supportive we are to like even strangers that become like your best friends on the trails and just sharing the passion for the outdoors. That's my biggest passion. And then my other biggest passion is to get more women out here on the trails. So I have a trail running group called Chingonas on the Run. Chingona means badass woman in Spanish. We are located in Southern California.
We both came from the road side of things first, and I'm more of a back of the pack runner, so it was it got a little it wasn't, I still love it and I still do it, but this is just so much better. And our friend back home in South Carolina, she is the race director of the ultra back home, so she got us into it, and it's just like the most welcoming, like,
Everybody wants you to
accepting
succeed.
community.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants you to succeed.
Yeah.
That's like the really cool part about it.
Yeah.
It's not so based off of how fast are you running. Are you throwing down 6-minute miles? No.
Are you winning?
Are you winning?
All
Yeah.
the things.
It's more now. Just you're out there. You're getting it done.
I'm running the 100-miler tomorrow.
I'm here running the Javelina 100 tomorrow.
I'm running the 100-miler.
This is my second 100-miler.
I'm running the 100-mile race.
I'm also running the 100-mile race. I am running the 100-miler.
I am pacing Justine.
I'm running the 100-mile tomorrow.
I'm running 100 miles here at Javelina.
I'm here supporting one of my athletes, Daisy.
Tomorrow I'm running my first 100-miler.
I'm running the Javelina 100.
I'm race director, lead coach, and founder of Everyday Ultra.
I'm running the Javelina 100's 100-mile race.
I'm running the 100-miler.
I'm here to run the 100-mile race.
I'm running the 100-miler.
I'm running the 100K tomorrow.
I am running the Javelina 100K.
I'm running Javelina 100K.
Here for the 100-mile race.
I got into this 4 years ago. I started off doing a Spartan at Big Bear, California, and did that for about 1 year. And then I decided, what would it be like if I removed the obstacles and just hung out in the mountains? And fast forward to following individuals such as yourself, Andy, Eli, Cameron, David, you name them. I couldn't help but join the party.
I think it was probably around 2015. I was trying to lose my baby weight for my last child. I have 3. And it just started out like I found an app. It was called Couch to 5K. And me and my best friend, we would wake up super early before our babies were awake. And we'd go out and we'd do the app. And we did a 5K. And then I was like, okay, this is fun. I'm going to do a 10K. And then I really started going to the gym, working out. And I was like, I really want to see how far I can take this. And so I started to do Spartan races. And then from there, it just was like, all right, how far can I go?
I was 11, so I did the whole high school, college, post-college marathon track for a long time until I found the trails.
Where did you run in college?
University of North Carolina, go Heels.
And what were your distances in college?
In college, I did the steeplechase and the 5K.
And did you ever think when you were in college that you would be racing 100 miles?
No. Definitely not. I would say no, and then I also would say I'm not super surprised, but I've always, liked to go further.
When you were little, did you grow up in the mountains or on the trails? I mean, how did you know that you could come and do the distances that you're doing right now?
I did grow up. I grew up in North Carolina, and we it's actually it is kind of full circle because my family lived on like a series of mountain bike trails, and I have my first big memory of running was we had just moved there, and my dad, who was a runner, said, "Hey, I'm gonna go run around the lake tomorrow. I don't actually know how far it is around, but I know there's a trail that goes around. Like, do you want to go?" So my brother and I went, and he had told my mom to meet us on the far side just in case we wanted to stop. And my brother opted out, and I was like, "No, let's go. Let's keep going." And it ended up being, I think I was 10 or 11, and it was 13 miles or something. It was mind-boggling distance at that age, but that's one of the first times I remember just being curious about how far I could go.
Well, this will be the second time I paced. The first time I paced was just for some random stranger that needed some encouragement at midnight the last time we were at Javelina, 2017. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. That's great. I'm good when I'm running and trying to encourage people. And so then Justine and I were talking, and she was going to come here alone. And I was like, do you need crew? Do you need some pacing? And that's what I'm going to do. So
I started trail running after I ran about 30 marathons and got a little bored with the road. And one of my friends, Abby McCarthy, shout out to you, introduced me to the trails, and we ran the Mega Transect in Pennsylvania, which is no longer, but that was one of my first trail races, and you have to climb like a whole mile in boulder fields.
My first trail run was a 50-miler at Black Hills, South Dakota that he had convinced me to sign up for.
I started trail running maybe 2 years before that, kind of just like here and there, and then was like, hey, we should do 50 miles together, and convinced her to come to South Dakota.
Yeah.
So I'm part of the San Antonio Road Runners off-road team and the Alamo City Trail Runners team. I started on the road and moved my way to trails, and that's where my happy place is. And I never thought I'd be running 100 miles, but here I am. Part of it is I saw you on iFit all those years ago. Thought you were crazy, and then now I'm the crazy one running the 100-miler, and just trying to inspire our trail community to just get out on the trail, enjoy nature, enjoy moving their body, and then dream big, and showing the way that you can dream big and go after any goal you set your mind to.
So my dad, he was just this active, lively, happy, hardworking guy, and he was trimming trees and fell out and became paralyzed from like the waist down. So that was heartbreaking for him because his livelihood was moving, and so I run for him, honestly. I run all of those miles that he wished he could have the last year of his life. So anyways, I look up at the sky at night and I know he's there. So anyways,
Yeah.
We've talked about that before, but it's a big reason that I run. I love it, but
The long run conversations are so good. The
What
partner
about
race.
you? Why do you run? What's going to get you through the hard parts?
Like I said, it's just something that I've picked up in the last little bit. I just wanted to shout out to Mom. She's run since I can remember. She ran with me in the womb, and I just came out running, basically. So I just find that it's no longer like a place of pain, but a place where I can escape. So when I'm stressed, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, it's just I run. And I just find so much joy and peace and clarity of mind in the mornings and whenever I run. I love it.
So I started trail running last year to prepare for the BPN 50-mile ultra, but we don't have too many trails at home, so tend to road run, and we're just going to wing it and see what happens.
So a year ago you started running trails, and now you're already running 100 miles.
Yep.
What makes you believe you can go that distance? Like, what do you like cling on to?
I have spoken too much about this race to too many people that if I fail, I'm going to have to tell them all I failed. So that's what's going to keep me going, one more step at a time.
It's been a roller coaster ride. This is actually my first 100K after the last 100K that I did 3 years ago. After my last 100K, I was starting to experience MS symptoms, and that's when the journey of my MS, and a year later I got diagnosed with MS. So my journey with an autoimmune disease has been a really big learning experience, and I'm really excited today and tomorrow and the whole weekend, because it's going to be my first 100K with being diagnosed with MS, and so I'm here.
From the very beginning, every single person who is doing the race is on the exact same start line. And so whether you're going to run a new course record or you're going to finish in the golden hour of the race, you have to deal with the same curveballs that are thrown to you the entire time. And so I just think that is such a leveling of the sport where we all have to go through the same things. We all have to have these really tough conversations with ourselves throughout the entire race. And so I think letting other people experience that too, and knowing that we're all going through that together, is just really powerful and really special about this sport, because there's no other sport where we're all on that same start line, right? And so being able to share that with everybody and hear other people's stories and what gets them through these really hard miles is so inspiring for me too.
I think that, one of the things, a few things that have stuck with me is like, this whole thing ever since I started is about progress, not perfection, and I got that from you, Sally. And it's that, keep that in your mind. Like it might not be a perfect day, but like I can keep putting like one foot out in front of the other and just making my way to the finish line. And that's it. Choose strong, right? That's what it's all about. This community is like you're making that choice like every day just to get out there and like do the best you can and give the best you can.
One of my ones recently has been, it's hard because it's hard. It's not hard because I'm not prepared. It's not hard because I can't do it. It's not hard because I'm, a victim in this race. It's hard because it's hard, and that's the point. So I think really embracing, I know we can relate that I've got a lot of miles on my body, and I've been doing this for a really long time, and I'm in my kind of gratitude era of like, yeah, it's going to be really hard, but how cool that I can still do that. And, even you taking me back to myself as a high schooler, I'm like, high school me would never have believed I was like a Nike athlete, running professionally. So kind of like do it for her, and remember that this is such a gift, and what a cool thing to be able to test yourself alongside a lot of other people testing themselves. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, sorry. Because I get to do this, there's so many people who can't do this. So many people can't walk, can't run. So many people who just have to endure the hard times that they don't get to choose, and I get to choose to do this. And just my daughter had to go through some really hard times, and I had to watch her and support her and cheer her on and make sure she could get through it. And so now I get to choose to do something hard, and that's my mantra.
Be brave enough to try something again. Yeah. Just be brave, and just put it out there. And I'm gritty, so I'm just gonna go until I can't go anymore, and hopefully that's under cutoff and I finish. So, yeah.
I have a 3-year-old grandbaby. She just ran a quarter mile around the track the other day with me, and she's gonna watch YouTube. She's gonna watch Sally McRae, Choose Strong, and the Yellow Runner. We are gonna push through this, and I run it for her. I run it for my daughter. I run it for everybody that cannot run. It's like we choose this, and I've never had to choose strong until I knew you, Sally. But we choose to run. Pay good money to run.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you got to get out there and get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go a mile at a time. Don't say, oh, I can't do 50 miles or 100 miles. Start with 1 mile and then from there go on. Yeah.
But I'm so excited, a little scared because, it's the longest distance I've ever done. But just thinking of things you have told us on the podcast to keep choosing strong, to endure, and that we can do hard things and, just go for it and you can get it done.
I like to tell people that they've tried really hard things, whether it's running or not, and that this is no different than doing something hard in any other avenue of life. And so if they're feeling the urge to go run laps in the desert, they can do that. And there's a lot of races now coming on the market that are a lot shorter, and they might be that good stepping stone race where you can come to Javelina, experience the energy of this 100-mile race, but only have to do an 18-mile race, which is still extremely long, extremely challenging, but it will get you in the door and will allow you to experience the joy of this community without having to suffer for 100 miles if that's not what you want to do. And so I think everybody likes to put ultra runners on a pedestal, but I think what we're doing out there is no different than all the trivial or all of the really hard things people have going on in their own lives. And so I think just think of the hard things you can persevere through, and ultra and trail running is not that much different than that.
I think you just got to get that out there and just one step at a time. I think it's like life. You just take one thing at a time, and you do have the skill to do it, and it'll teach you something if you allow it to.
I think you can just get out there and give it a try, and know that everyone out there on the trails is going to be having great vibes and hoping to get you to the finish line. And so, if it's your first time, just let people know it's my first time, and you'll have a bunch of people looking out for you and totally excited to help you.
So just start small. You don't have to come out and run. You can start by hiking. Just get out there, feel the terrain, find friends that are out there, because I think that's one of the best parts of trail is that we don't care about your pace. We just want you to have fun out there. We'll run with you. Doesn't matter if I'm trying to do a 20-mile training run, I'll slow down and do a mile with you so that you can feel comfortable on there. And that's what the trail community is about. It's one big family. I have 4 trail sisters with me here this weekend that, I met from being on the trail teams, and, that's what it's about. Find your community, find your family, and before you know it, you just have the best sisters and brothers in the world that you can find.
I would absolutely say don't be intimidated. It's all about the adventure, it's all about the people, and it's one step in front of the other until you finish.
Yeah, we both run for a small club called Halstead Road Runners. we're like the crazy dudes that do all the long stuff.
Hey, I'm club captain now.
And Matt's now club captain. So there's a lot of people join our club, and there may be caps to 5K, or people having whatever's going on in their life, up top, downstairs, whatever it is. They join the club, and you get chatting to them, and then you tell them, oh yeah, I did this 100 mile, and people are blown away. And I always say to them, it's just something that kind of happened to me over the last 5 years, particularly around the pandemic. I was furloughed. I didn't work for 5 weeks. I just started running more and more and more, and then I started picking off some bigger events, and here we are now.
Just start. Everybody starts somewhere, and you see so many of these videos on YouTube of amazing feats, but everyday running isn't that. It's just getting started. Every day you don't do it is another day away from doing it, so just get started and do it.
I feel like trail running is the true judgment-free zone. From my experience, I think that, like you said, I mean, we have the shorter distances, we have the crazy long ones, which I think that's what everyone looks at, like you said, and think like, oh, that's all that there is. But I think if you like trails, if you like being outside, this is it for you. Like, whether you want to run fast, you want to run slow, you want to walk, you want to crawl, you might get cactus, you might get something, but like, it's all part of the experience. Like, there's not going to be another experience that you're going to have, and then that's your own thing. We ran into some guys today who came here from Hawaii, and one of the races that they did was really hard, and I'm like, dude, that's your experience. Like, that's really cool. Like, you guys figured these things out and you stuck with it, and like, I feel like no matter what, it teaches you a lot of stuff while you get to enjoy what the United States and the world has to, like, what nature has to offer while you're having a good time. And there's great snacks. Like, if anything, it's the snacks.
Yes.
There's no aid stations like trail aid stations, Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you? What do you have to say?
I think whether it's your first time running or your 100th time running, so our experiences are usually pretty different because I'll stick back in the tent and crew, and then I'll jump in and pace. And then we meet up, and it's, let me tell you about my day and what I experienced, and then I get to tell you about my day and what I experienced, because she doesn't do what I do and I don't do what she does. And then before you know it, the race is over, and you walk away with all these memories, and the experience kind of culminates and comes together. And I think that's the case for everybody else as well, because like you had already said, the community is just so welcoming, and everybody wants to hear your story, and this is all that's going on, is so in the moment, and you're so present. Just like when you're in the trail, you're so present with it, but when you're out here, this is it. This is all you have to do for the whole day. The whole day.
A lot.
Yes.
She says all you have to do. It's a lot.
All you have to
She
do.
does a lot.
All you have to do is just be present, and then everybody's so happy when the runners come through. I mean, the guys we met from Hawaii today, so I'll look out for you. I'm in the orange tent. I'll be cheering for you. We found them. Okay. Now I know who I really want to cheer for. You're here by yourselves, so it's just a welcoming community. And if you're scared to do it, scared to try it, just know that you're going to be welcomed with open arms by the entire community, because it's a sport everybody wants to share. It's an experience everybody wants to share. It's a passion that needs to be explored, needs to be shared with everybody, and you're more than welcome to come and join.
Yeah. No matter how fast or how slow you are, as long as you're determined to keep moving forward, at the end of the day, that's what matters, is like giving it your all and just keep moving forward.
Just do it. Like, the worst that can happen, you DFL, but like, it's fun. It's literally this is literally a party, but like, why not just try it? You don't like it, don't have to do it.
That's really what it was. Why didn't I do it sooner? I was like, why? Road running, I was always kind of like stressed out before races. These ones a little bit, but now I come to these and I'm more like really excited to get out there and do it. Yeah. Road running, like the last time I ran the Marine Corps Marathon, I was like just sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is happening, and come out here and I'm actually much more calm.
Yeah, this sport can be really daunting at times, because running 100 miles, 100K, even 50K, no matter what the distance is, I mean, it is, a very small amount of people that do it. It can feel isolating. I remember when I first started, I was the only person that did it, and it seems like people don't understand and things like that, and you see people running 200 miles, and you're like, oh, can I ever do that? And I always say a few different things. Like, first of all, like, it's easy to say don't compare, but I know we always do that, but I always say that the most impressive thing that anyone can ever do is something that they've never done before, right? Like, someone running their 500 miler, it's like super impressive, but then someone who runs like their first 50K, it's not that that's less impressive or special because it's less distance. Like, that person ran the first 50K, right? I always think about a kid when they take their first steps, be like, everyone takes steps, so like, why not celebrate? No, you go nuts, you go crazy, you're like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, because that's like the first time they've ever stepped. So celebrate yourself that first time you hit that mile. Celebrate yourself the first time you hit that PR or you hit that fast pace, whatever you're going for in your training. And I think that that's the first thing, because most people get intimidated because they look at everyone else and they're like, I'm not there. But it doesn't matter. Just matter in terms of how far you can get with the progress you can make. And the other biggest tip I would say is you start small. Like, just like the pro tip that we give for athletes for 100 miles, anything, is 1 mile at a time. Same thing goes true with training, right? And maybe you want to go for a 100-mile distance, but tomorrow all you got to do is just run that first mile, run that second mile, and just focus on that. Celebrate on the daily wins, because it's not about trying to go from 0 to 100. It's about going from 0 to 1, and then 1 to 2, 2 to 3. And when you focus on that, you're going to find that you're eventually going to get to 100, and those are small bricks stacked day after day. So don't think of the whole pie. Just win the day and just celebrate yourself every time you're making those milestones. You do that, then this is going to be really rewarding for you.
And now we'd like to dress alike.
Can you actually tell us real quick where on the trail you are?
Okay, my name is Carmen, and I'm the wife, Marco's wife, and we met 2 years ago at San Diego Trail Runners, and yeah, I saw him and I was like, that guy is mine.
How did you actually meet? Did you walk up?
No, we started talking, and he invited me to a run, and I was like, okay, I'll see you there. And then we say hi, we run together, you know, and then that was it. And then we, you know, continue texting, and that's it. And then he finally asked me out. He asked me out, we went out, and then I was like, yeah, this guy's for me, and I'm so happy to, you know, to be the wife of a really amazing runner, you know. And everybody will like come to me and say like, oh my God, he's such a good guy, you know, like he's it. So I believe it, and yes, they were right, you know. I won in life with my husband, so yeah, no llores.
You are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think what's so cool about the trail community, trail run clubs and stuff is it is our opportunity to meet people face to face.
Yes.
And I'm trying to champion that as far as like, hey, let's get off our screen.
Oh yes.
And start talking to each other again and having real life experiences. You guys are a beautiful example.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo. So you're single, start running.